Hello, my name is Christelle Pilot and I am founder of Freedom Catcher Academy. It's an academy for parents to help them to regain their freedom. We work in this academy on 3 pillars. The first one is about you, what matters really to you as a person and not only as a parent. The second pillar is about your career or your life mission, because when you know that and when you can live it, so you can feel fulfilled and empowered, and that's far more fun. And the last one is about building a strong family with strong emotional bond with the team, doing team building in order to feel good about his own family. And for these 3 aspects, we need one thing, and it is communication. Communication is important for a lot of different areas in our life, and communication has always fascinated me. I started to learn about communication as I was 17 years old. It was my first book, and it was How to Win Friends from Dale Carnegie. And then I continued my journey. And for my first job, I have been chemical engineer. I used communication for different reasons. The first one, it was to sell my product to my clients in the pharmaceutical company. The second one was to manage my team, and I was always remoted, so to communicate properly with my company, which was in France, and I was in Germany. And the last one, it was to motivate my distributors, because I had distributors all around the world, and we had to work together, and they had to sell. So communication had always been important, and I really loved to use it as much as I could. But I went really deeper into this communication stuff as it touched my family. At one point, I decided to change my career and to become coach. So I had to learn extra, and we were working full-time with my husband, and we had 2 small children, so less than 3 years old, and it was just very demanding. A lot of insecurities, a lot of change, a lot of things to do, and being very tired. And we don't speak the same language, by the way, because my husband is German. So it was a lot of stuff going on. It was not going on very good. So I had to improve that, and I studied different techniques, even more than I was doing before. And here are the techniques I can show you. At the first, I wanted to do a video about one of these techniques and explaining the steps, but you can find that on internet, right? So here are the techniques that really impacted my way of communicating. The first one is non-violent communication. The second one is NLP, very well known. I used a lot of mindfulness exercises. It's more about an intra-personal communication. Emotional intelligence, because you will see that when you understand your emotions, and the emotions of others, then you can communicate far better. The noble Eightfold path, it's a Buddhism path, and it's 8 principles, very interesting. Toltec Principles, very interesting as well. The Harvard negotiation technique comes from the Harvard negotiation project, and it's a very nice way to negotiate. And if you follow me, you have to negotiate a lot of stuff at home. The 5 languages of love. It has to do with the needs of everybody and how we understand love. And the work from Byron, the work is about intrapersonal communication as well. So all these techniques have different aspects, but all have the common things. And here what I found is very common in all these techniques. The first one is don't assume. always try to find the truth because you think you know it, but don't assume that. And it's particularly true at home. We assume even more, and that's not good. Okay, so don't assume, try to find the truth. The second one is connect on an emotional level. We are used and we learned to connect with our thoughts, but it's far more effective to connect on an emotional level because our emotions explain us the needs we have. So if we understand our emotion and if we understand the emotion of the person in front of us, then we can far better understand what they need really. And when you know that, it's easier, quicker to find the right strategy and to have what you need or what you want, because communication is about that, right? The principle or the third things that are in common, it's really to accept what's going on. It's to accept your emotions, to accept the emotions of the other, and that's not easy. And I think it's one part why it's we are struggling with communication, is because we don't accept what's going on. So acceptance is very important. And the last one I would add is be patient. Be patient, because it's not going to be easy or to happen tomorrow that you can do these three things with three ideas. Don't assume, connect with the emotions and accept everything what's going on. That it's not easy and you have to be patient, right? Yes, so having said that, if you want to train your communication, if you want to look at one particular point at your communication style, just ask me, connect with me, and I will be very pleased to discuss that with you and find the right solution. I wish you a very nice day and a very nice communication during this day. Bye bye.